funding in the country. So, my lords, I'm saying to you again very respectfully that please do not try to lift the conservatory order as my land friends are asking for. I hope my little girls have brought my My lady and my lords, the law relating to impeachment is no longer, as I said, a UK affair or an American affair. It touches on the rule of law in a country. It touches on human rights in a country. It touches on democracy in our country. It touches on supremacy of the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, leadership and integrity, separation of power, and the role of the judiciary in administration of justice. My lords, may I, with your permission, read to you one provision from this is referred to Article 150, page 492, a commentary of the Constitution of Kenya, page 150. May I read it to you? 492. This is a commentary in the Kenyan Constitution by our jurists here. And this is what they say. They say some able words which are eye-opener. May I read it with your permission? This article, that is the article that is being referred to, is Article 150, dealing with the removal of Deputy President. This article, which sets out the situation that a Deputy President can be removed, protects the Deputy President from arbitrary decisions. From arbitrary decisions. What has been taken here is an arbitrary decision by Parliament, by the Senate, and that should not be taken by the court at all. Arbitrary decision of the President in the field Constitution. If I may pause here, there is a mention of the President. A lot of problems we have had in this country have been caused by the executive, have been caused by the President. We normally have found ourselves in this hostile area because of the acts and behavior of the President. We must tell it as it is. President Moi caused detentions. He acted rashly by putting people in detentions. We have had extrajudicial killings because of the presidency. We have had some other ills because of the presidency. May I continue, please? In the repealed Constitution, the Vice President could be removed very easily, merely by the instruction of the President. That is true. That's how my great friend and my great client, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, found himself having to resign because of what was happening. Karanja, Professor Karanja, faced a similar kind of problem. He was kicked out by the President, by the roadside. The Vice President could therefore have been said to be at the mercy of the President, who appointed and dismissed them at will. The current state of affairs enables the Deputy President to sit a heartbeat away from the presidency, yet enjoy constitutional protection against whimsical section of the president. Let us not forget those wise words, my lords and my lady. I'm inviting you very, very respectfully. Read those words, page 492, and if it becomes necessary, incorporate them even in your own ruling. What is going on now is that the Deputy President and the President probably are not getting on very well at all. In my own humble view, for the years I've worked, a person or persons with whom you are working are not always friends. Sometimes you disagree very, very vehemently, very, very strongly. You may even end up by probably abusing one another, but you still continue to work. You still continue to work. You do not have to be friends to work together. Husband and wife, is there a problem? Yeah. Husband and wife, and I've handled such cases, husband and wife may be people who do not get on very well at all. They cook separately, food in the house. They sleep in different rooms and so on. But they have made up one decision. They do not want divorce. They want to make sure that the children are brought up in a family. Russia and America are not getting on very well at all. But if you go to Moscow, you will find American lawyers, American medical doctors, American businessmen. If you go even to New York, the same thing, you'll find Russians. To have a relationship, you do not have to be friends at all. The fact that the president now and the deputy president do not talk to one another, it does not matter. At the beginning, they were talking very well. They were talking to one another very well. Rachel and Rachel and Dorcas were great friends. Some of us were very happy that you could see two wives, two presidents, all of them looking like people of the same family. That is the culture we want. That is civilization we want. That is the peace we want, so that we make sure that we can develop our economy. But not this kind of quarrels and so on, and where one now is able to convince others that we cannot work together, therefore we must divorce. My humble submission, Mr. My Lord Eric Ogola, who is, as you are presiding over the bench, please come up with a judgment or come up with a ruling that you are not going to lift these conservatory orders. If you do so, you will be opening a chapter for this country which we may not be able to handle at all. Currently, let me remind you again, the Deputy President is enjoying poll rating of 70% in the whole country. He has attracted sympathy votes from people who like him. And the Parliament or National Assembly, which actually impeached the Deputy President, if you go through what happened, was a disaster, was disappointing. It is not something to be emulated at all. If you go to the other house, the Senate, again was a disaster. Can I continue, my Lord?
Please wind up your submissions.
I'm winding up. I'm winding up. And I'm winding up on this note. My lords and my lady, I have lived enough in this country. I've lived long enough in this country, and in particular in Nairobi. When you hear a rumor, do not be so small-minded and dismiss the rumor at all. The rumor usually has got some truth. So that when you hear Paul Mwita has been bribed, don't dismiss it quickly. There may be truth in it. When you hear Kibe was seen with so-and-so, don't dismiss it quickly. There may be truth in it. This is the ability that Justice Martin had, and that's why he was able to rise to where he was. The ability to be able to know what's going on in the country and so on. We are a corrupt country, and Besha still controls the country. It controls Parliament. It controls Senate. Let it not be said it controls judiciary. Thank you.